All right, hey, all you action figure fans, it's me, Justin, the Action Figure Minute, and today we're talking turtles. We're talking Michelangelo as the mummy in the Turtles TMNT Universal Monsters crossover line. And I think Mikey is the last turtle that I haven't opened a variant for yet. I've opened up in the past, I think last year, I've opened up Leonardo, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Donatello as the Invisible Man, and I'm pretty sure I also opened Raphael as Wolverine, I think. You can go ahead and check my past videos via the playlist that I have. But Michelangelo, one of my favorites, one of my favorite turtles, definitely. And I'm pretty sure that this is the figure that they also, what NECA did, and I think it's by this head sculpt right here, that they sculpted after one of the original movie costumes and how it's all decayed and just falling apart today. So really neat that they did that. Let's go ahead and open it up so we can take a look at the inside here. We can see the layout of the figure, dodge that glare monster. And we can see this photo on the side too that looks really good of Mikey. I really like what they've done here. I can't see how I do not use this decayed original costume head that's up in the corner as my display piece. As always, if you get these figures with NECA figures and a lot of figures, but when we get these figures and they have the different head sculpts, I'm always interested in what head sculpt you decide to utilize on your shelf as your primary display. So go ahead and let me know in the comments, because sometimes it's up for debate and I'd like to hear what other people are using. I'm going to go ahead and crack this guy open now. Again, hey, my name's Justin. Thanks for watching the channel. If you're new, this is the best time in the world for you to go and smash that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's see. Background is pretty simple. Kind of looks like the inside of a tomb. So go ahead and set that aside for the recycling man. Set all this aside. So let's check out Mikey's layout here with all of his accessories. He comes with a good amount of stuff. And the sculpt, I can already tell, just looks fantastic. I'm really liking this guy. And, you know, I say to myself, I want to use the one head, and then I see the other head, I'm like, dang, that's really good too. First things first, he comes with not one, but two of these like Egypt hieroglyphic nunchucks that are on a real chain. And they're both the same. It looks like no differences here, but it's cool that he comes with two. So he has this pair of nunchucks. Let's take his hands out. They just fall right out. Looks like we have a kind of like on an angle. It's horizontally hinged. So these hands, they must be his nunchucka holding hands. They're weapon holding hands. They're horizontally hinged. And they kind of have a bit of a sculpt to them, so they're kind of like a mummy look. Then we have his mummy fists, closed fists, horizontally hinged. We have that mask I was talking to you about. What is this, like decayed latex, if you will, from the original movie costume. Go ahead and go the other way. Just very fun that they modeled this head sculpt off of the pictures of this decaying original costume. We have a snaky snake. So is this a staff or is it a prop? Now you can see, let's see if we can get the camera to focus. There we go. You can see the holes in here, so this must be a bendy snake. So I suppose you could use it as a staff if you wanted to, but it's really, I guess, probably just a dio piece where we can have a snake. Maybe we can see the snake right here on the packaging. They're using it as more of a dio type piece. So you could use it as you will. You can use it as a staff, or you can use it as a snake just kind of crawling around on your shelf. The last accessory we have are not one, but two mummy wraps. Probably put them on his arms so they're hanging off his arms. All right, let's go ahead and crack Michelangelo open here. All right, we have Michelangelo open here, and the first thing I see is he needs either a bath or some lotion because he's looking ashy. He's looking dry. Michelangelo, you need some Lubriderm or some Jergens or whatever. Check out this shell. The shell has some really cool ancient Egypt hieroglyphics on the back. I really like that, just carved right in there. Shell looking pretty dry and dusty as well. And then on the front, if we're checking out his belt also has some hieroglyphics on there. And overall, really cool. I really like how it has like even a scarab. Let's see if we can get that zoomed in there. Scarab on the front in gold, right dead center, his belt buckle. I really like this head too. I mean, man, this head look is really cool. I like how his head, let's go ahead and pop it off. So his head is on a barbell, but his neck is too. So you can get some really good like mummy poses out of him. So let's go ahead and put that head back on. The head pops really smooth, really easy. So we can have him going, rrr, rrr. We can get his arms out to his T-pose like so. His arms can go up and all the way around. Little hang up on the shell, but not bad. He's got double jointed elbows that still get really deep cuts in there, even though he has this kind of plastic rubber over his elbow pad. His hips are on barbells, so he can get splits out to here. And we can see his barbelled hips right there. So we can do a little bit of rotating at the hip. And then his knees are double jointed also, but his knees, they don't get too much range because of the knee pad that's on there also. And then his ankle is front facing pin for pivots, and it's also on a rocker. So we can get all sorts of articulation poses out of there. Now, the one thing that I'm looking at with this Michelangelo mummy figure right here is these nunchucks. Where do we put them? So let's go ahead and look there. His nunchucks do kind of fit back here. I've got these two kind of underneath this brown belt. And then since these two are pushing this out, it's making the harness a bit snug. So these two I have more underneath this white sash. I'm not certain if this is the only way to do it. You know, I know sometimes they have Mikey kind of put them here on his sides in between his front and back shell, but it doesn't look like that's going to work with the mummy wraps going around him. So it looks like that's going to be where, if you want to store his nunchucks, this is going to be probably how they store. If I'm doing it wrong, let me know. We can give him his wraps, and they look really cool on him. Look at it, zombie Mikey coming for you. I absolutely love the overall look and design of Mummy Mikey. He looks fantastic. But you know what we got to do now? Now we got to give him that other head sculpt. So let's go ahead and pop that off. Very simple, easy pop. Neither one of the head... Oh, actually, I correct myself. This head, actually, the rotted latex mask version of the head, you can kind of pivot and move around the back bandana. Actually, you can on both of the heads. You can rotate the bandana around. All right, let's put that masked head on. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that looks really, really good. I guess it depends on, do you want sleepy mummy or, I'm going crazy. I had too much of the mummy pizza. I'm coming after you. I had too much mummy cola. That looks very cool, very fun. I think I have to stick with this head just because how fun and crazy and it looks. All right, let's go ahead and switch his hands out. Let's give him a weapon holding hand, and all of the hands are horizontally hinged. Let's go ahead and take these nunchucks out. Yeah. This is just absolutely fantastic. I really do love Mummy Mikey. Wow. I'm kind of disappointed in myself that it took me this long to open this figure. It's a lot of fun, and NECA absolutely killed it. Let's give him his other. Let's go ahead and pop this one off too. Let's get him dual wielding nunchucks here. Yeah. Real chain Mikey nunchucks. Going crazy. He wants your pizza brains. Two-handing some nunchucks. A pair of nunchuckas. A fellow chucker, eh? All right, guys. Oh, one last thing. Maybe you do decide you want him to use the snake as a staff. Kind of looks like it doesn't really fit with Mikey, but it's an option. It's something that you can do. But my Mikey's not going to do that. But you can. Just absolutely fun. I think the way to display this guy in my head, just by looking at him now, if you're going to use this head, that you use the mummy wraps. But if you're going to display him with the weapons, then you use this crazy head. It's a tough choice. It really is a tough choice. I thought I would like the latex mask, but I'm really digging that look a lot. One eye open, one eye closed, very mummy reminiscent. Again, let me know in the comments what you're going to do. All right, guys. Hey, this has been your Action Figure Minute. I appreciate you checking out this figure with me. Peace.